Do you feel like you've got to be careful what jokes you made now, Andy, compared to the gags you were doing 10 or 15 years ago?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, the stuff I was doing in the 80s, I mean, 3/4 of that material I wouldn't do now, although it worked at the time. And I only ever deliver stuff that I think's funny. But no, comedy will always be controversial, because if someone doesn't think you're funny, then they'll cancel you in their brain. The strange thing, and Biggins to tell you this about comedy, is if you're a singer and people don't like what you're singing or your voice, they'll say, not my style. If they don't like your comedy, it's like you've broken into their house and wiped the family out with a machete. It's that. You're laughing because it's that extreme. Comedy is that extreme. But I'm not really a satirist. My comedy is quite gentle. I mean, my major platform is doing pantomime, like this lovely man here, and I love my panto, and it suits my style of comedy, because my comedy is, I like to think it's clever, but it's innocent. When you do pantomime, for example, stop me at any point. When you do pantomime, you're playing to kiddies, teenagers, mums and dads, grands and granddads. And your job as a comedian is to make them all laugh at the same time, but not necessarily at the same thing. There might be a trip for the kids, a gag for the parents, a cultural reference for the teenagers, and something cute to make the grands go, oh, ain't he nice?
So
you're working on all them different levels.
That's what you want. I think it's very sad, Biggins, that the brilliant Andy Ford feels that he couldn't do those jokes from the 80s now. They were funny then. We haven't changed as a species. It's very sad that John Cleese has said he wouldn't get away with half the stuff that he did back in the day, Monty Python, Fawlty Towers, A Fish Called Wanda, that he did in that golden era of comedy. However, is Panto an outpost of un-PC humour?
Certainly not.
Glad to hear it.
I mean, honestly, what is interesting, when I was a kid and a young man, we used to laugh hysterically at wonderful comedy. Things like, comedians who went out and really made us laugh. And now you can't do that comedy anymore. It's impossible, because you'd have so many people down on you that it would be really... Benny Hill, for instance. Benny Hill was hysterical, and he was brilliantly funny, and we all tuned into him.
Well, absolutely, Biggins. So many people down on you. Don't knock it till you've tried it.